Yeah, my advice to students will be, the first thing is they should work very hard. And the second thing is they should aim to do what they want to achieve. If you aim high and you want to put yourself at where you want to be, just be positive about it and then work towards that. And with hard work, you'll be there.
I think the main thing to concentrate on is time management, really. Having enough things to do, enough time to do each particular thing in the project. Project's a big thing that you have to leave enough time for.
The advice I would give to students is to manage your time effectively. Because university is a unique environment. It's a place where you can have lots of fun, you can make lifelong friends, but it's also a place where you've got to work very hard to get the best out of your studies. So the only way to do that is to manage your time and organise yourself. So that would be my top tip for university life.
To start earlier on the course to read more research papers, not leave it till I don't know, third year or something.
The advice I'm going to give to first year students is that, that everything is achievable. That your first class honors or something is not reserved exclusively for any type of student or something, but the most important thing is that anyone can achieve it. And then the most important thing is hard work. When you put in the necessary hard work, irrespective of the weighting of the coursework or the exam or something, take the fight onto the coursework, do everything properly. Then with a little bit of luck, you're going to achieve a first class.
I would say first, don't panic. It might seem scary, but as long as your organisers always help a hand when you need it. It might be hard to stay focused in the first year with all the parties and everything, but just stay calm, keep focused, know what you're there for, and it will be okay. And work hard.
I guess, just persistence and planning and, just kind of, keeping at it and reading around and sometimes it will feel like it's a real plod, and just to kind of keep going and and definitely keep reading around, talking to the lecturers, using the resources that you've got available at university.
First advice would be everything counts. I would say everything counts. First year, how I went in was, first year doesn't count. Enjoy myself, do make sure that I make the most of the year. But I realised, you should always make time for studies and fun. It can't just be just studies. You have to have both elements together and you have to combine them. And that's the main thing you should do.
Probably to concentrate in lectures and in tutorials more, than I probably did in the first year. To get the basics down, to understand how everything works from first principles, because I think that's probably what took me the most time to learn those things when I started getting serious in my middle and final year. Diligence, good record keeping, the ability to be accurate and clear with what you say, and maybe even to make a reflection diary so that you know what stages of the project you're at. I know there is a lab notebook, but to take that bit seriously. And even in the second year, when you have the lab projects, to take those seriously as well, because they eventually make up the bones of what you're going to do in your project. I mean, you might not do the same techniques in all of them, but you definitely use a similar way of writing.
I think there's a big difference between the students that succeed and the students that fail at university, and I think the main thing is their expectations of what studying at university is going to be like. The first thing is that they do need to understand that it's very much based on independent learning, that they have to seek the support and they have to use the resources that are there for them. And at university, there are usually staff available to them at different times of the day whenever they need them, but the students really need to be able to utilise those resources and ask for help, and to be assured that they're not on their own. No matter what they're feeling, no matter what they're experiencing, there will be other students that are feeling exactly the same as them and are in the same boat. So asking for help is really important. My top tip would be to actually read around the subject. Don't just sort of read the resources and the books that have been recommended to you, but also actually become engaged in the material, to actually search online for other relevant journals, and to be really passionate and engaged with the material. And get to know your lecturers, because they want to get to know you too. Being here today at graduation, if students can see how proud their family, their friends, their significant others, and how proud everybody is of them, and students, their peers and members of faculty, that we're really proud of their journey, I think that would give them the motivation to succeed.
Because the whole field of education is changing so rapidly these days, I think students really need to consider what applied skills are going to help them be employable at the end of the day. So potentially maybe not looking for just a general education of interest, but looking for something that they're passionate, that they think they could pursue at the end of the day with some applied skills that will make them employable when they leave.
I think the most important thing is to really enjoy yourself, really enjoy the studying, obviously enjoy yourself outside of the studying, but enjoy the subject, get passionate about it, get excited, find the areas of it that really drive you, and don't get too caught up in what's going to happen at the end. Obviously that's important, but it's much more important that you enjoy the actual studying process, because you'll learn so much more if you enjoy what you're doing.
Remember to sleep properly and to eat properly, because to be healthy helps you study, so it's very important. It's also useful to know your tutor and make sure that if anything ever happens to you, you immediately let a member of staff know and talk to your tutor so that they can help you. University students are expected to take responsibility for their own work. There's nobody telling them what they've got to do and when they've got to do it. They just have to get on with it, and they have to be organised and manage their own time.
For the dissertation, it would have been a bit more useful to start early, you know, just the research and just deciding exactly what you want to do at an early stage. My advice would be to research journals, read journals as much as you can, just go in depth with the current literature, and it would get you far.
Make sure you make the most of your peers, people who are doing the same thing as you, because you're all in the same boat, and when you start communicating and helping each other, you realise it's just working as a team really. You realise what your strengths are, where you need to pick up and learn more, and what other people's strengths are, because I really think that helped me achieve, you know, my first class honours.
Don't be scared. I mean, I know it's really nerve-wracking coming into like jumping from the A-levels to uni, like new friends, new people, calling teachers by first names. It's all so weird, but no, don't be scared, and just manage your time really well. It's so important. From day one you have to be on it.
Yeah, definitely, exactly the same. The weirdest thing for me first coming to uni was calling teachers by their first name, because obviously in college I was between Sir, like...
Hold on, he used to call Miss. In the first year he called everyone Miss.
I was confused, I was not used to it, but I think definitely because the gap between college and uni is big, and obviously in college everyone tells you in university you're going to be independent, you have to be ready to do your own work, and that was kind of scary. But when you get to university you see that you have friends around you, and you have tutors, you have supervisors, and you're not all on your own, so there are people with you and they're willing to help you as much as they can.
Probably just, if you're not going to enjoy your uni life, you're not going to really pass uni. You're going to have to make sure you enjoy the course, you enjoy like going out, just having like, it's a mixture of like hard work and partying as well, so yeah, it's good. Yeah.
If you decide to take higher education, I would say have an aim, focus, have fun, everything, but make sure you keep focus. You have an aim, achieve it, so go for it. Aim high, make sure you have clear mind what you want to achieve, and make the best out of your university experience. You can learn a lot, you can share, contribute to the world in such an amazing and dynamic way. It's truly enriching, and it's really, really nourishing for the soul.